Come on, come on, come on. Oh! Clip that and send it to my mother. Hey, you beautiful buccaneers, Falcore here. So the Sea of Thieves world has evolved in the nearly 3 years it has been alive. New stories, new islands, new factions, and new enemies. But one place has remained pretty much untouched since its arrival in 2018. The Devil's Roar, the place you love to hate, the unofficial PvE server, the land of falling sky candies, land farts, useless forts that nobody goes to, a land that offers no real difference in terms of aesthetics from island to island, and quite possibly the most irritating place to dig up treasure due to all of these problems. The Devil's Roar was supposed to be a place of wonder, danger, and excitement that expanded the world with new and interesting frontiers. However, over the time it's been in the game world, the only significant update it has had is a mediocre fort and the entrance location for an awesome tall tale. It really is a shame, as the Devil's Roar held such promise on its release, and although the initial danger elements to the lands was exciting, that excitement was also met with the fact that with that increased difficulty level, it really was not worth your time, when you could be sailing happy and relatively danger-free in the main world, earning twice the amount of treasure for your limited time playing. However, the Devil's Roar does come with a significant story element. Before the release of the Forsaken Shores expansion that opened up the Devil's Roar, and during its release on September 27, 2018, we discovered that a crew of an alliance named the Forsaken Alliance got their hands on a shroud breaker, much like the one seen in Tall Tales. And with it, they were able to part the shroud and gain entry to this new area. However, due to the meddling of Stitcher Jim, who was also part of their alliance and also being controlled by the Gold Hoarder at the time, sabotaged their crew, killing all of them apart from this one, Grace Morrow. Her ship, named the Shroudbreaker, crashed into an island, and the Shroudbreaker smashed into thousands of pieces, scattering its powers all over the area, which then parted the shroud permanently for us all to venture in. Her ship remained land-bound, and this island then became the first outpost in the Devil's Roar, Morrow's Peak. Now, we know that the ancients used to reside in these lands, as cave paintings are present throughout. However, all of these cave paintings depict the land's destruction and the demise of the islands, which means either something happened that caused the lands to become unstable and spew out molten lava, or it was the result of the shroud slowly drawing in and destroying the plant life and the fauna in its path. Whatever happened here, we know that at one time, the Devil's Roar was in fact much like the rest of the world, possibly a land full of lush vegetation and culture. But during the game's release, we have seen the lands evolve over time, showing us that the world is in fact moving with time, and the entire community love it when this happens. It opens up that little treasure chest of adventure and discovery in all of our little pirate hearts. For example, when Reaper's Hideout began to be built back when it was just a mere stone circle, the entire community was in buzz about it. This buzz even made it into gaming articles across the internet. It was great for the community and great for the game, bringing in more adventurers and instilling a sense of discovery into all us veterans. I mean, how many times did you guys rush directly to what is now Reaper's Hideout when playing Insiders every single patch? I know I did. The Devil's Roar has been forgotten. I know there is a few of you out there that still love it, but the numbers are incredibly low. The numbers show that the Devil's Roar is the least explored or quested area, mostly due to the fact that you never spawn there. Hell, most people don't even know it exists. Now, we know that 2021 is going to be the biggest year yet for Sea of Thieves, and we also know that world expansion is possibly never going to be a thing in the foreseeable future. This is mainly due to server capacity. With only 6 ships per server, if the game world was to be expanded even more, it would be near impossible to find anyone, and unfortunately that is something that cannot be improved upon due to the game being crossplay and having to be compatible with an almost 8-year-old console technology. technology. So instead of world expansion, how about world evolution? The Devil's Roar has been forgotten about. It has been left to fester and think about how naughty it has been. Could the developers be considering an entire biome restoration, changing a weather-scarred and forgotten land into a fruitful and equally as dangerous biome that draws people toward it rather than away? Imagine a Devil's Roar with regained vegetation, new lore characters, new questing areas, and reduced active volcanic islands. For me, personally, seeing the world evolve in such a way would bring life back to the biome and make people want to quest there. And if this is what's in development, I have one request for the developers. Remove the Frelling geysers!